Okay. Okay. Okay, from our team is the technician Usue, the team manager Nayara, and the customer manager is me, Sayuri. We do the design thinking methodology of the Stanford University, and the first step was the phase of empathize. To start with the empathize, we have to do a brainstorming to decide the topic. From all the brainstorming, we decide five finalist themes, and we chose the most desired one by vote. The most desired one was astronomy, and so we do a mind map from this topic and broke it to other topics. Our client is, as I have said first, our client is Ibaizabal. We have chosen this from many series of editorials as Santillana, Elcar, Clarín, Edoeki, and we decided to do for Ibaizabal. Most for the book of 4th Deviate. The reason for choosing this editorial was the modern design is cleansing, and the technique of images as a collage mixed with illustrations. Okay, so the second step was define. To defining this, we have to analyze the Ibaizabal book, and there we can see so many things, like the typography they use is a serif one mixed with a sans serif on the boxes, and they use for example simple colors and thematica ones on and they do everything with images. The third step was to ideate. This is when we start thinking about what to do. We start searching for information, and we thought about doing from the solar system. And on the solar system, each one will do different topic. Usue will do the planets, I will do the moon, and Nayara the stars. After deciding everything, making the previous steps, we start prototyping, and this is more or less what it and like. The first one was the first topic, and the last one the final prototype. And so we have been making so many changes. We have decided the changes. We have told with our client, and he said what he really wanted, and we ended with these prototypes. And so this is the one from the planets, this is the one from the moon, and the one from the stars. So the final work, we have to make a cover for these three topics and unify them. And this is the final. The cover, the planets, the moon, and the stars. That's everything. Right. I have finished. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Paula, and I'm going to present you my work. My partner is Naya, but is not here. So today I come to present our project, which has as a topic astronomy or moon. Well. For this project, we are following mainly the work methodology of Stanford University. First of all, we talk to the customer to define the topic. To do this, we have made a brainstorming and a mind map. And once we have the overall topic defined. And as you can see, those are the words of brainstorming. We chose among 5 possible topics the topic of astrology. And those topics are blue zones, fast food versus slow food, sports, astronomy, and mythology. Then we distribute the tasks and who will be the leader, the customer manager, and the technical person. Then we had to do an analysis to know who is going to be our customer and what he needs, where it will be seen our project and where it will be exposed. After defining everything, we analyze the graphic of our editorial. I mean, colors, typography, format, margins, etc. And then we made a team based on quality of each one. Technician, team manager, and leader. But two little teams. As a team, my team partner is Naya, but she is not here. As a team, we were looking for a topic which will fit all the characteristics established previously as a group. It had to be a general topic because in high school, each topic is explained in 3-4 weeks, more or less. And there was no time to go into small details. And that's why we talk about the moon. Now the individual work had started, and the distribution of the elements was a fact to be considered. Why? Because we were looking to break the established grid and to create a more dynamic and entertaining composition for the user. In addition, we thought to do its work with the 2 different backgrounds that the publisher used. In this way, we would offer the same subject, the moon, in negative and in positive, in white. Also, we decide to use a graphic element, narrative resource, to give a power to the composition, making it much visual and dynamic. After having some prototypes, we met with the customer several times, who demand some changes, because at the first nothing comes out. Finally, the customer was satisfied with the result, and it was sent to him. And those okay. Oh. My mouse. Oh, okay. But in the live, yes. Oh no. Oh. A ver. Okay. 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 No, I'm going to repeat what you say. Was happy with the result, and that's our result. This is mine, and this is for Naya. And those, very different, but both very adaptable in orientation and colors. After all, we maintain a balance with the image and texts, and in the same time make it as visual as possible. And I thought that we break the traditional textbook grid. And that's all.
Hello, my name is Carlota, and we have done this project about astronomy. And the title of our team is Things We Can Find in the Space. That is the topic we have chosen to do this project. At first, we used this methodology used in the Stanford University, The first 4 points were in group: the topic, the customer, the emphasize, and define. Then the 2 next were ideate and prototype. And the next one in teams of 3 people, and the last one individually, where we test our project and we analyze what we have done. In the define point, we have analyzed the competence, and the book we have chosen to talk about the astronomy topic was a student book, and these were the competences we have: Santillana and Colegio de Geografía, and Equiproyectua, that is a new project that is being used in schools nowadays. This is the book we have chosen, Ibaizabal book, and this is the briefing of our project. The target is a 15-16 years old student of DBH4, and who is in the Nature Sciences class, and where its book is the place where our infographic is going to appear. This book, it has two styles: the one who uses to present their topics, their themes, a more visual and creative prototype, and where sometimes he uses the black background and another time the white one. The other graphic they use is the one they use in their textbooks, and it's more full of text and less images. And one thing they use a lot is the images without background, and sometimes collages. The colors they use are bright colors, and they use the yellow color to highlight the titles sometimes. And as I have said before, sometimes they use the black background, but normally they use the white background. And the images that sometimes they put the images in the back of the text and the titles. The typographic they use are condensed for the titles, and for the text they use the accidents grotex heading or the Latin 625. In the titles, sometimes they underline in yellow, and the paragraph are justified, or in some other cases only aligned to the left. This was the final infographic we did. This was my infographic, and as I have said first, our topic was what we can find in the space, and here we have the different points we have talked about: planetak, kometak, meteoritoak, izarrak, eta nebulosak. Here we explain a little bit about each one. I have used the images without the background, and also the highlight with the yellow color for the titles, and some diagrams to explain the planets. This is the project of Kepa. As you can see, it's the same information, but he have used another elements to explain it. with different diagrams, but maintaining the yellow highlights and the condensed typography. And the last one, EEAASS one, who have used the darker background, but he also follows the style of the book, using the yellow color and sometimes the highlight of the yellow. And the images, some of them are the same for the 3 infographics, but we have used different ones also to show the information in different ways. And that's all. This is our project.
Hi, my name is Xavi, and I'm gonna explain you the work that we have done in the infographic subject. At the beginning, we knew that we had to do an infographic with a specific topic, but the way to work was different. It was the way to work like that. It's design thinking, and it's divided like in 5 stages. And these different 5 stages were divided in different ways to work. Like the first 2 were done in groups. The third one was done in small teams, and the last one was done individually. In these different stages, we had to empathize with the customer. And for doing that, we start looking out which one were the aims or the goals that we had to do. Well, like I have said, we have to create an infographic for a specific publisher. Well, we had to define what publisher we had to do, and in this case we had to do a similar aesthetic of the publisher that we have chosen. Well, also is for a school book. It had to be like eye-catching, easy to understand. From doing this, we start analyzing the aesthetic and all the things of this publisher that was Ibaizabal. Like I had said, we start working like a group, but we passed to work like teams. But before that, we start doing like a briefing, different analyzing process, like looking the aesthetic of the Ibaizabal books, a Gantt, a different organization to make a efficient workflow. Good, like I have said, we divide us in different groups, workflow groups, and each one with 3 different roles that were the roles of technician, team manager, and customer manager. The technician was the one who was the responsible to look out to the quality of the work. The team manager was the leader of the group in a way, and the customer manager was the one who speaks with the customer and close different things. Well, on the research, we see that the aesthetic of Ibaizabal was like very simple, or it was like in a way simple, yes. And we start working as a group on the infographic on the topic that we choose, that was astronomy. And in this part, we start choosing specifically which topic we were gonna take. Sorry. After doing this, sorry, we took the information that we had previously, and we start deciding if it was valid or not valid. Also, we create a document to share the different information that we on the prototypes, and after doing the first prototype, we were seeing if there were errors or different things to correct. Like you can see, this is the first prototype that was more like a layout, but later I will correct those errors. Here another one of Irati, and here latest one. And well, these ones are the corrected ones. The Irati is Infographic, sorry. Latest and mines. Yes, these were the prototype, the final prototypes we made, and thank you for listening.